Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Jung and I am the Executive Chef of Retail Dining at the University of Massachusetts, and I'm going to show you how to make some of our most popular rolls at home. Now our two most popular has to be the California roll, which we make thousands every day, and the second one is a spicy tuna roll, which happens to be one of my favorite rolls on campus. Let's go over some of the ingredients that we'll be utilizing in today's recipes. We have our sushi rice right here. We've got a cucumber, a really nice hot avocado. We've got some mirin, some low sodium soy sauce, some sriracha, wasabi of course, some mayonnaise, and then we've got some garlic chili sauce, a little bit of sugar, okay? And here we've got our salmon, our nori, our crab meat, and our beautiful looking tuna. All right, so what I've done is I've actually rinsed the rice previously, okay? And then mainly that's just to remove the talc. It causes it to be a little bit creamy, and that's good for risotto, but we definitely don't want that in our sushi rice here. So I'm just gonna add that to a pot. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the water now, and kind of the rule of thumb is 3/4 water to 1 part rice, okay? And generally most starches take about 1 to 1. However, we're gonna add a little bit more moisture in the form of vinegar afterwards, so it's gonna absorb that as well. So that's why we just want a little bit less. Okay, let's now put the cover on, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this up to medium high, okay? Once it comes to a boil, then we'll lower the heat to medium low, so it can just have a very nice constant simmer. All right, so while our rice is cooking, let's make some wasabi. It's pretty simple. Just open up the can, which if I can do this with one hand, try it. There we go. All right. Okay, and then we're just gonna take some of this green powder out. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring it over to the sink here, and we're just gonna add just a couple teaspoons of water. And all we're trying to do is just get it wet enough so it mixes through. Should be good there. There we go. And then you just give it a mix. And there we go, that's your wasabi. All right, now for the spicy tuna. Okay, so we're gonna make our spicy sauce. So we're gonna take some of that garlic chili right there, okay? Take a little bit of sugar. And really that's just to balance off the heat, because there's a ton of heat that comes off of, obviously the chilies here, okay? And we're gonna take our sriracha. Add that to that. I'm just gonna give it a good mix. Right? And then all you have to do is just add your beautifully cut tuna. There you go, and our spicy tuna. All right, the next recipe we'll make is our Sriracha Mayo, and it is probably one of the easiest recipes that you can really have. It's really 2 ingredients. We have some mayonnaise, and then we got some sriracha. I don't like mine too spicy, so I'm not gonna add a ton. And we're just gonna mix that together. And that's our spicy sriracha mayo. What we'll do is we'll start on our cucumber. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel it first. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna make a couple slices right around the seeds. Okay, so we don't want those. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to cut them kind of into spears. So just about a ½ inch or so, just like that. Okay, the next item that we're gonna prep up is our Haas avocado. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it right in half so the knife is hitting the pit I'm just working myself right around that, okay? All the way through, I'm just gonna give it a little twist, okay? And then what we have is our little seed, which we need to get rid of. And the little trick is just to give it a little score like that and push it off with your fingers. So, okay, so very safe. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this now into a quarter, and what I'm gonna do is just cut that ever so slightly, and what I want to do is just peel the avocado, just like that. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is just give it a couple very thin slices. All right, let's get to the salmon. What I'm going to do is start to slice it for the roll. Okay. What you want to do is kind of you definitely want to have a wet towel. This is one of the most important things. Okay. And then what we want to do is we kind of want to cut on the bias, just like that, off of this rectangle. All right, seems like our rice is about done. Yeah, that looks good, nice and steamy. So that took about 20-25 minutes. It just depends on the heat that you're using. So let me set this down right here. See if I can put this in a good spot so you can see what's gonna happen next. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rice out. Okay, you see it's fully cooked. It's just slightly on the dry side, but definitely fully cooked. Okay, and again, that's because we want to add our vinegar to it. Okay, and now I'm just gonna add my vinegar, which has just a smidge of sugar to it as well to balance off everything. And now what I'm gonna do is just give this a stir. All right, so let's make our California roll. So it seems like we have all the prep ready to go. And the best thing about a California roll is that it's a inside out roll, which means that the rice is actually on the outside. So we have our nori right here. We have a rough side and a smooth side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put now our seasoned rice on that smooth side, or the rough side, I should say. Whoops. Okay, and what we wanna do is we wanna coax the rice into position, okay? We definitely don't wanna push down on the rice. What happens is it turns it into paste, and what we want to be able to feel is like each and every grain of rice, okay? And then it has a nice, light, airy texture to it, okay? And I have a bowl of water here, okay? Is that okay? And we're gonna just flip it over, and add the crab meat, some avocado, and our cucumber spear. Okay, and what we're going to think about when we're rolling this is that it's kind of like a wave that's going to crash onto itself. Okay, and that's one of the reasons it's going to seal. So I'm going to take my bamboo mat, just kind of roll it over. You see that? How it's kind of like an ocean wave there? Okay, and I'm just going to squeeze down a little bit. Okay. And you can see how it's kind of gonna roll over onto itself right now. Okay, and I'm applying a little bit of pressure, but nothing too crazy. Okay, and what I want to do now is actually form it into a nice squared off shape here. One more time. That's our California roll. All right, so now we're gonna cut it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it straight in half. Okay, and I'm gonna put two ends. And I'm gonna cut those halves in halves. And then those halves into halves. And lastly, those halves into half. And what I've done is the exact same thing with the nori. I've got the rice on the outside, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna add just a little bit of our spicy tuna here. Put that right down the middle. Again, another cucumber. Put that right there. And put some avocado right on top there. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna roll it over onto itself again, like an ocean wave. Okay, see how it's cresting right there, and it's gonna go right over now. We're gonna top our sushi roll here. Probably some of the most famous toppings are salmon and avocado. So that's what we're gonna do on this one. You can make spicy tuna rolls pretty much however you want. All right, it's really up to you. Lay the salmon over the top, just like that. Just like this, okay. Good piece over here, okay. So you got a nice 3 pieces of salmon there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our avocado into those gaps right in between the salmon. Right. And the next step is we're gonna take a little bit of plastic wrap right here and put it right on top. And we're gonna take our bamboo mat, okay, and it's gonna lay it right over. What we're gonna do is just gonna squeeze it just slightly, firm but gentle pressure, okay? And what we're gonna do is mold the fish and avocado to the top. You can see that, just like that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it, okay? And cut it right down the middle. And then cut this half into half. This half into half. Again. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna form it one last time. That's our spicy tuna roll. And here's the finished product. So we have our spicy tuna rolls, we have our California rolls, got our little wasabi, and of course, our soy sauce to pair with everything. So hopefully you found this very educational and you'll give sushi a try at home.